you who are state employees, let me begin by saying thank you. Thank you for the sacrifices that you've already made. You came to the table. You were asked to come to the table. You came to the table. You bargained in good faith. You did your job. I, for one, I said it last night in my debate. I say it again. Thank you for what you've already done. My mother was a school nurse. Before that, she was a public health nurse. And my mother was an exceptional person. I'm going to tell you how exceptional she was. My mother had a boss. His name was Dr. Ralph Goffstein. He was the head of the health department in the city of Stamford when I was growing up. And he would do the following. If it was a job to be filled by a woman, he would go out of his way to break it up into 2 or 3 parts. You know why? So he wouldn't have to pay benefits. Because after all, women didn't need benefits. They could rely on a man. You know what my mother did about that? She formed a union. And I would listen to my mother on the phone with those other professionals, talking them, cajoling them, joking with them, finally getting them to sign a document, finally having an election, finally having a union, finally being president of what is now Local 465 in AFSCME. My mother did that. Just a short note, that union, that local is now headed by my cousin Deidre, and my sister-in-law Yvonne, the mother of 11 children and also a school nurse, is a member of that union as I speak here today. And I want you to understand that I understand the sacrifices that we all may be required to make. So let me start very clearly. Number one, I'm not going to talk to anybody in the union movement until I've gone through with you the list of changes that your leadership says need to be made to make state government more efficient. You have suggested hundreds of millions of dollars of savings, and you have not received a response from state government. I will not be a governor who ignores you. In fact, my first act will be to sit down, talk about those, implement the ones that we can agree with, or approve the ones that we disagree with, but move forward just the same on all of those that we agree on. Number two, you know and I know in state government that this administration has grown the ranks of the management. The nonpartisan, the non-civil service individuals. You know that that's happened. You know that they post the job. They post the job. Great people apply from within civil service for that promotion. They're found ineligible, and then they fill the job with a friend. That's going to stop. That's going to stop. That's going to stop. We're also going to shrink the size of management on that level. The partisan, non-civil service government has got to shrink by 15%. If I'm going to talk to anybody, if I'm going to look anybody in the eye about how we're going to close this gap, it has to be with leadership, and it has to be by shrinking the non-civil service, partisan, political part of government by 15% starting on day one. There are lots of other things to do. There are lots of challenges that lay in front of us. Nothing will be done unless we're talking about it, unless we're around a table, unless we're working together. I know that I cannot be successful as a governor of the state of Connecticut without reaching appropriate agreements with labor unions in this state, and I will do my best to do it, and I won't negotiate with you in the morning and go on the radio and bang you in the afternoon. We're going to work, and we're going to work to get the job done. Some people will tell you that a Democrat can't win. Some people will tell you you have to be wealthy to be governor of the state of Connecticut. I'm going to tell you this. Republican light doesn't win in Connecticut. The reality is we need a Democrat who is a Democrat, who stands up for values that are democratic, who understands that people need sick days to stay home with their children or to take care of themselves, that they shouldn't come to work sick in a hotel or a daycare center or a hospital. What I'm saying to you today, and I want to be very clear, if I have your endorsement when the day is done, if you stand with me, I will be your governor. And I'm asking you for your support. May God bless you. May God bless the state of Connecticut. Thank you very much for the opportunity.